The Duskbloods is expected to be released exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, and in this video my aim is to highlight everything we know about this game. Nintendo is the distributor of this gothic adventure, but the developer is From Software, a studio that certainly has some really heavy games on its CV. With titles like Dark Souls and Elden Ring behind them, you can literally say that they know what they are doing. They have a long experience of creating epic adventures that take place in open worlds. We are talking about high quality masterpieces that have become enormously popular on most platforms. The director behind the Duskbloods is Hidetaka Miyazaki, a person who has previously been highly involved in the already mentioned titles. So basically, it seems that continuity, experience and long-term thinking are important parameters for building an organization that delivers high-quality products. In an interview with Nintendo, Miyazaki mentioned that a small group of developers first started working on Duskbloods. But when Nintendo made it clear that they were going to launch a new console, From Software decided to scrap plans for a release for the old Switch and instead focus entirely on the new console. Basically, the Duskbloods is a PvP game where up to 8 players can play at the same time, but apparently great importance is also placed on fighting against NPCs, so most likely you can team up and take on the challenges that the world offers. Miyazaki believes that this form of play makes it possible for many different design ideas to be realized, in particular the ability to create challenging enemy encounters. When it comes to the game's lore, most of it is still shrouded in mystery, but judging by the pictures, it doesn't seem completely unbelievable to think that a lot of inspiration is drawn from Castlevania. And the question is how you can create a game with gothic and Victorian elements without drawing parallels to Castlevania. But what we do know is that we follow a group of creatures called Bloodsworn. They are our protagonists. Apparently, they are supposed to be reminiscent of vampires who have been given various superpowers. The narrative tells of how the Bloodsworn compete for something called the First Blood, but we do not yet know what this actually is and why it seems to be important to the Bloodsworns. To this I would like to add that it will be possible to choose between different characters who will all have unique powers. In addition, it will be possible to customize so that each character can display their own unique profile. The gameplay itself revolves around a hub. Here you can choose your character, customize and enter online multiplayer. As I mentioned, 8 players can play at the same time in something that is said to be similar to a last man standing mode. And if you win, you will be rewarded, etc. But as I said, there will also be the possibility of playing together and taking on one of the game's bosses. Miyazaki says that the bosses will be very challenging. This is to give the player a sense of accomplishment once they have won. In battle, it will also be possible to summon an entity that will help you in various ways. There is also an event system that spices everything up a little. For example, it could be that a new enemy spawns in the middle of the battle. To summarize, there is no release date yet, other than that the game will be released next year, in 2026. The game is basically a PvP game where you can also team up and fight against computer-controlled monsters. The Duskbloods is exclusive to Nintendo Switch, so if you're interested in the game, you have to own Switch 2. There will probably be no version for the old Switch, and maybe this could be of interest if you like a PvP game that has a touch of Castlevania about it. So, are you looking forward to this game? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Have a good day. See ya!